Hello, greetings everyone from Kerala. Before we begin, I just want to say thank you for this rare opportunity to present my paper to distinguished guests present here. The title of my study is Effectiveness of a Structured Teaching Program on Knowledge and Practice regarding Prevention of Type 2 Diabetes mellitus among adolescents in selected schools of Kerala. Introduction. Type 2 diabetes has become a global epidemic. It's a result of human behavior and lifestyle. The epidemic comprises of type 2 DM and associated condition diabetes and metabolic syndrome. According to IDF in 2019, there are 4.63 million people of diagnosed cases and 193 million undiagnosed cases of diabetes across the globe. For every 11 persons, one is diabetic across the world. 1 in 2 people are unaware of that they have diabetes. Every 6th second, one person dies of diabetes, and global death rate to diabetes was 5 million in 2015. India, with 77 million diabetics, occupies second place after China, with 110 million in the world. The number of people with impaired glucose tolerance globally is 37.4 million. India was labeled as world capital of diabetes in the year 2016. Diabetes in Kerala. Kerala, being a small state, has the highest prevalence of diabetes across the nation. What is known about Kerala is only tip of the iceberg. Having almost half of a state's population as potential victims of type 2 DM, it plays a heavy toll on the economy as well as on future generations. The situation is disastrous. Significance of the problem. Type 2 DM is seen among children and adolescents from first and second decade of life in recent times. Diabetes goes undetected at early stage. 1/5 the population present with one or more complications and diagnosis. Early exposure to diabetes make them prone to early organ damage before the advent of their youth. The statement of the problem. A study to evaluate the effectiveness of a structured teaching program on knowledge and practice regarding prevention of type 2 diabetes mellitus among adolescents in selected schools of Kerala. Objectives. The objectives of the study were to assess and compare the pre-test and post-test knowledge and lifestyle practice inventory of adolescents related to prevention of type 2 DM in experimental control groups attending selected schools of India. Second objective was to find the relationship between knowledge and lifestyle practice inventory related to prevention of diabetes among adolescents in experimental and control groups attending selected schools. The third objective was to compare the knowledge and lifestyle between adolescents living in urban and rural areas. And the last objective was to find out any association exists between knowledge and lifestyle with their demographic variables. The study was based on theory of health belief model. In summary, the likelihood of adopting a healthy lifestyle and preventing the occurrence of type 2 DM is related to the perception or belief of the adolescents about their likelihood of developing the disease, perceived severity of the complications and consequences of the disease type 2 DM, and its benefits of adopting preventive measures by overcoming the obstacles are the key beliefs that may inspire the adolescents for healthy lifestyle. Research methodology. Approach was quantitative, design was experimental, pre-test, post-test, control and experimental groups, setting Idiki and Ernakulam districts of Kerala, population of adolescents. Research design. The randomized control and experimental groups were given pre-test on day 1, followed by intervention to the experimental group, and post-test was given to both the group 30 days after the pre-test. Sampling. A multi-stage random sampling was done by choosing 2 education districts from 14 revenue districts of Kerala. 5 schools were selected from urban areas and 4 from rural areas from each district as control and experimental. Entire students of 9th standard were included as a sample. The total sample was 975. They were selected from 2 syllabus, CBSE and state syllabus. The sample eligibility criteria: adolescents between 13 to 15 years studying in 9th standard and having no diabetes were included in the study. Tool consisted of a demographic data sheet with 12 items, biophysiological profile with 6 items, lifestyle inventory with the food habits of 27 items, activity pattern inventory with 10 items, and a knowledge roster about type 2 diabetes with 12 items. Food habits were categorized into healthy and unhealthy based on the score obtained in terms of items and based on frequency into 3 patterns each. Similarly, activity pattern was categorized into regular, physical exercise and sedentary activities based on the time spent, and it was further categorized into 3 patterns each: healthy to unhealthy, exercise from poor to good, and sedentary from low risk to high risk categories. Besides the intervention, structured teaching program gave information about diabetes mellitus, types, causes and risk factors, clinical manifestations and management, potential complications, preventive measures, healthy lifestyle practices, and a handout on the same was given to each subject after teaching. All tools were subject to validation and reliability testing and were found acceptable. Collection of data. Ethical clearance and permission were obtained from respective authorities, and assent obtained from adolescent subjects after explanation and assurance. Pretest was given in both the groups, control first followed by experimental group along with intervention on the same day. Post-test was given to both the groups 30 days after the pretest. STP was given to control group after analysis of data. Analysis included descriptive and inferential statistics. Schematic representation of research methodology. Methodology in nutshell is depicted as a diagram here. Results. Homogeneity of the groups were checked before comparison of groups using chi-square test and was found to be significant for 14 variables, 7 variables at p less than 0.05 and 7 variables at p less than 0.001. Now coming to percentage distribution of adolescents by birth order in experimental control groups. Majority subjects are firstborn child in their families. Experimental 46.9% and control 44.6%, while the fourth child was only 2% in experimental and 1.9% control groups. Percentage distribution of subjects by religion and groups. Christians 46.3% exceeded Hindu 30.7% and Muslim 23.7% subjects. This was a geographic reflection of residential locality where subjects were staying. Percentage distribution by mothers' occupation. Majority 70% mothers are unemployed housewives in both the groups, followed by 10% professionals, mostly teachers. Skilled workers were less than 5% in both the groups. This was a reflection of socioeconomic status of the study population. Now, percentage distribution of subjects according to income. Majority families earned less than 10,000 per month, while few earned more than 30,000 rupees per month. Now, distribution of subjects with a family history of type 2 diabetes. Experimental group had higher incidence of type 2 in their families, 32.6%, both in first and second generation parents, and second generation parents than in control groups, which was 26.2%. Fathers 14.6%, grandfathers 10.9%, and grandmothers 12.1% of experimental group had diabetes, higher than control group. In both the groups, fathers were more affected than mothers. It was observed that the grandmothers in second generation and fathers in first generation were more affected. This may be due to the maternal diabetes as the risk factor for type 2 DM in the offspring. Distribution of subjects according to BMI. A striking finding that only 52.1% experiment group and 55.2% in control group had normal BMI. Around 8% were overweight, obesity was 0.62%, and undernourished were 37.02%. Findings reflect overweight and obesity more among control group and underweight among experiment group according to BMI. Percentage distribution of subjects according to waste heat ratio, WHR value. Normal WHR value being less than 0.81, 51.69% are overweight and 4.82% are obese, while 0.5% were undernourished. WHR is an indicator of visceral obesity and a high risk factor for type 2 DM and cardiovascular health. The figures indicate that more than half of adolescent population are at high risk of type 2 DM at an early age. The knowledge about type 2 diabetes among adolescents. Awareness about risk factors, 87.17%, and preventive measures, 81% were very good, whereas awareness about the complications were least to know, 40.5%, only from overall pretest analysis. Percentage distribution of adolescents before and after STP in experimental control group showing knowledge of type 2 DM item-wise. The pretest level of knowledge was moderate to good. 10% subjects from both groups had poor knowledge. During post-test, level of knowledge increased from moderate to good, with a corresponding increase in subjects with the moderate levels in both groups. Comparison of knowledge and lifestyle practice related to prevention of type 2 DM among adolescents group-wise. Experimental group showed highly significant differences in knowledge, P less than 0.002, and lifestyle, P less than 0.001, between pre and post-test scores, whereas control group showed a significant change in lifestyle without gain in knowledge score. Correlation matrix between knowledge and lifestyle practice among rural subjects. A significant positive correlation between knowledge and lifestyle was found among rural subjects during post-test, but was unseen among urban subjects. Comparison of knowledge and lifestyle among adolescents between urban and rural areas. There exists a highly significant difference, P less than 0.00, in knowledge and lifestyle between urban and rural groups, which disappeared during post-test. Comparison of pre and post-test knowledge and lifestyle score among adolescents area-wise. Significant differences were observed in knowledge, P less than 0.05, and lifestyle, P less than 0.001, among urban subjects between pre and post-test scores. Among rural subjects, difference in lifestyle was highly significant, P less than 0.001, with no change in knowledge score, P more than 0.05. Now finally, association between knowledge and lifestyle with selected variables group-wise. Highly significant association, P less than 0.001, was found with knowledge and age, and significant association with the birth order and diabetes in father among control group subjects. Experimental group showed highly significant association with income and maternal occupation, P less than 0.001, religion, P less than 0.007, and knowledge with age, P less than 0.008. Comparison of pre and post-test waste heat ratio values among adolescents group-wise and area-wise. Experimental group from urban and rural areas showed highly significant differences in their waste heat ratio values between pre and post-test, an indication of positive outcome on lifestyle modification. Similar finding was observed among control subjects from rural area. Stepwise multilinear regression analysis. Since WHR showed significant changes, factors affecting changes in WHR were tested. A stepwise multilinear regression analysis with the WHR post as the dependent variable and study variables at post-test knowledge, food habits, activity, lifestyle, group status, experimental control, urban and rural were added to the regression model. Regression analysis indicated that none of these variables would predict the WHR post. Conclusion. Structured teaching program on type 2 diabetes brought significant gain in knowledge and changes in lifestyle among adolescents as predicted by health belief model. Thus, education intervention can be adopted as a preventive measure against type 2 DM among adolescents. Parental involvement and support are decisive factors in transforming the unhealthy lifestyle into a healthy pattern before the risk factors engulf our youth. Limitations. The self-reported lifestyle was not validated by the researcher. Exposure to knowledge about type 2 DM may occur from extraneous sources like mass media or home. Recommendation: a similar study for parents and teachers to empower them on prevention of type 2 diabetes among children, and replicate the study among younger age between 5 to 10 years. Grubsin's present study found risk factors prevalent among adolescents. Acknowledgement: Dr. Asuma B.V.T.M., Professor and Principal, MIMS College of Nursing, Malappuram, Kerala. Dr. Mariamma Phillips, Senior Scientific Officer, NIMHANS, Bangalore, who helped me with analysis. Dr. Jogindravati, Professor and Principal, SGHS College of Nursing, Sohana, Mohali, Punjab. References.